Back live, Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farrell, Jose Cruz. We're here at Court Central in Guatemala City. This is the last of 10 stream matches today, Gustavo.
Yes, sir.
21 and under mixed doubles. Mexico receiving. The favorites here, Guatemala serving. By the way, most games go to 11. This game will go to 12. You want to inform our viewing audience what happened?
Yes, the warm-ups have to be identical when going into the court. Team Guatemala did not have the same warm-ups going into warm-up. And Mexico called them out on that, minus a point.
And then Mexico got called out, didn't they?
And then Mexico called out for not wearing the same brand name on the skirt/shorts that Valderrama and Trujillo are wearing. So we started out minus one, minus one.
And according to the rule, that's a referee technical.
Minus a point.
Exactly, so it's now well, it says 1-0, so it's 1-0 Guatemala. Mexico serving, 1-1.
Now we're all tied up. Yeah. Our scoreboard couldn't go negative, but the scorecard could.
Balderrama, Chihuahua City, fist pump.
She's 20 years of age. She was silver medalist last year in singles and also in doubles.
Sierra puts it into the floor, a point for Mexico. Put this into perspective. I had a discussion with her earlier. She's excited she has 3, not 2, not 4, but 3 more years of juniors.
Well, unforced error into the ground. Valderrama has 10 years playing, 3 world juniors already. Obviously has a love for the sport.
Great shot, pure right side forehand pass.
First time her and Trujillo play together though.
Nice touch, forehand reverse pinch left side. Trujillo.
En español, muy buena muñeca.
Great start, Gustavo. 6-1, game 1. First unforced error by Team Mexico, a gift for Guatemala.
Trujillo has the hands of what I consider to be one of the best touch players in the game, Javier Mar. Fellow Mexico player on the Pro Tour. Nobody has a better touch than Javier.
So 2 of the iconic families in Guatemala racquetball. Sierra, I'm confident it's either his dad or his uncle, is they call him Pollo, chicken. And Salvatierra, led by the great Juanito Salvatierra, world champ in his own right and one of the team coaches.
Good get.
Misdirect.
We're replaying that.
Miss hit. Dead ball hander replay. First serve. We'll discuss this a little later, Gustavo. Once the rally has begun, any subsequent dead ball hinder nullifies a previous fault serve.
Point for Mexico, second server, Sierra. Nice, powerful down the line point for Guatemala. Sierra is 20 years of age. He's got 10 years playing the sport.
Visual hinder screen call, so that's a fault. Second serve called by, he called a foot fault. Called by Coco Keller, Rolando from Santa Cruz in Bolivia.
Mexico comes in to serve at 8-5. First server, Valderrama. Z deep to the right corner. Good serve off the back wall. Pinch, front right corner. Valderrama jumping out ahead now, 9-5, 9-5 México. El primer mixto en los mundiales que se jugó fue en el 2022. Creo que fue en Santa Cruz, Bolivia. Ganadores Samantha Salas y Rodrigo Montoya. Ha sido una gran adición a este deporte. Piso.
So we're here in game one. This is the last stream match of the day. We'll be here starting 9:45 Central Time in the U.S. tomorrow and do another 10 matches. Day 3, I believe it's the final day of the qualifying.
That is correct.
And then Martes, Tuesday, we'll start the elimination round. 21 and under, 18 and under, and 16 and under are part of the umbrella of the World Cup. The Esprit is 14, 12, and 10.
Mexico can win this game receiving. Sierra off the back wall.
Oh, he was there.
Yeah,
he was there,
going
folks. Perhaps the sidewall glass obstructed his vision. Bottom line is Mexico closes it out. Mexico closes that game out 11-7, and we're here with Mike Martinez. Speaking of Mike Martinez, he just gave us a compliment, and we'll give him one. Thank you for your first year of your sponsorship. You and Gearbox, official sponsors of the IRF, Splathead.com, local sponsor. We have Pan Am Sports Channel, of course.
Team Mexico staying in the court. We're staying live here.
Trujillo gave us a few of Jaime serves at the end of that game.
He did.
Jaime Mancilla, the ex-junior player from Temuco.
Still think the hardest hitter out there is Sierra in terms of just overall power, but Trujillo can wail on the ball too. Here we go, game 2, segundo set. Este último partido del día, nuestro segundo día de transmisión. 8 días en total. Vamos a estar acá con ustedes. Servicio México. Mixto. 21 años aquí están viendo con nosotros. You're seeing the mixed 21 and under.
Quality play here on the world stage, Gustavo. 14 countries this week, 3 continents, Thank you. Korea came all the way in their homeland. South Korea, I should say. Peru has a team. First time in years.
A good team.
Colombia. They've gone through some hardships recently, but their country is well supported here this week.
The team members from Peru have been training with Team Chile and actually playing in Chile. Gonzalez, Daniel Gonzalez, so very good player.
In Santiago or Temuco?
Yes, both.
That's great. Wonderful city, Temuco. We've had a couple Pan Am championships there.
Good get.
Speaking of championships, this is the 35th edition of the IRF World Juniors. Started, I believe, in 1989. 88, excuse me, thank you. We were camera shy in 2020, I believe.
That is
because
correct.
of COVID. The first one was in Miami in the States as part of the Junior Sports Festival called the Orange Bowl. And we'll tell you other cities that have hosted this as time goes on.
We're going to replay that. Ball hit Sierra coming off the glass.
Great get. Wide angle.
Tough.
Not only did Sierra get to it, he put it away from deep court, dropping the ball with his forehand into the right corner.
Even Trujillo had to congratulate Sierra on that shot.
Fist pump Balderrama. That's called a reverse pinch, folks. Right side player who's right-handed hits a forehand into the left corner. Side wall, front wall, in that order, and then the ball takes its second bounce up front. Appreciate everybody tuning in on the Pan Am Sports Channel and the IRF set of networks. Point scored for Guatemala. Avoidable hinder. Trujillo comes in and gets it right back. So now we're tied at 4, I believe. There it is.
5-4 now. Second server for Mexico.
Another mistake by Guatemala. Point for Team Mexico. 6-4, game 2. Good communication.
Jammed him. Great shot selection.
Handcuffed.
Esposado, no doubt.
Esposado, se dice our friend from Argentina. Have you noticed Trujillo has amped it up? Last few points, he just said, I'm going to amp it up here. And look at the score now, it's 8-4.
Gold medalist in the 2021 games here, World Juniors. Timeout, Guatemala. And in 2022, a match that we witnessed and telecast here, he lost, I believe it was a 2-point game in the tiebreak to
Overtime.
Diego Garcia.
Diego Garcia, the Boliviano, now playing for Argentina. He's played for Argentina for 3 years, I believe.
That was a great match
yeah.
here that we witnessed back in 2022, 2 years ago, right here on this court.
So how old is Trujillo?
Trujillo is 22 years of age.
So this is his last hurrah in juniors.
That is correct.
It's Racquetball, folks, it's the age as of January 1 in a calendar year. So here we are, 3 weeks away from January 1, 3.5 weeks. Somebody could almost be 23 years of age and still play as a 21-year-old in this event.
So whatever age they are in January 1st, on January 1st of that given year.
Yep. And Valderrama's playing as a 21-year-old, and she has 3 more years in juniors.
Wow.
Uncontested serve. So we call that an empty timeout, Gustavo. Trujillo showing his skill set. Forehand, backhand, straight in, cross court, wide angle.
Very talented.
Overheads, sobre manos.
Never loses sight of the ball. And that's it, game 2.
Well put, Gustavo. Great observation. We mentioned last match with Canada, the right side players, Will Scam primarily, was caught out of position because she wasn't following the flight of the ball. Very well put. Kudos to you, my friend.
Thank you. What we saw there in game 2, Trujillo stepped it up when Guatemala there took a point lead, or 2-point lead actually, early on, and said, we're not going to have any of this. We're going to finish this off as quickly as possible. Still 1 more game to go. Un set más a jugar acá en nuestro segundo día de transmisión desde la bella ciudad de Guatemala, Guatemala. Aquí con mi compañero. Bienvenido de nuevo, Gary. Vamos a estar juntos toda la semana transmitiendo todos los partidos, empezando a las 9:45 de la mañana.
Claro. Un punto nuevo. Guatemala piensa, no un set, falta un set, no. En sus opiniones, 3 sets más.
Correcto. Sí, ellos tienen que estar pensando que faltan 3 sets. Si no vienen a jugar 1, vienen a jugar 3. Pero y eso que el equipo de Guatemala es muy buen equipo, pero el equipo mexicano ha demostrado que vino a jugar.
As you said earlier, this is a qualifying match for positions in the elimination.
That is correct.
For seeding, SEEDING purposes. The placement, if you will. So the top seed typically on top, number 1 on top, number 2 typically on the bottom. They could be reversed. 3 and 4 would go in the middle, and then 5 and 6 and so on. Here we go. Game 3.
Skipped it in. First point on the board for Team Guatemala. Set up.
Oh my.
And skips in his own
Seattle wants
shot.
that again. Punished that ball, but punished it into the floor, which is an illegal hit. High Z lob coming. Nice. Early racket prep, set her feet, and smashed the winner right side. Aguilar. Oh my.
Got a break on that one.
And what's it called in Spanish? The corner?
La esquina.
Esquina y. Truco.
El chuquear. La pelota se chuqueó o la chuqueó en la esquina, como dicen los bolivianos.
Ball cracked in that back left corner, 40 feet away. There it is. Fly kill, cross court, forehand winner by Trujillo.
He sensed that Sierra was coming up on him, ready for that pinch. That's when he selected that down the line pass left side.
Screen call.
Good call.
Visual hinder, second serve, it's a fault. If you canvassed 100% of the population here, 80% would let that ball go to the back wall. It would not take that ball out of the air. Nice. Ball live. Good hands. Oh my. Those of you new to the game, there's a 12-foot demarcation line on the back wall here. IRF play, above 12 feet. If the ball goes directly off the front wall out of the court or above that line, whoever hit the ball loses the rally. In this case, it left the court. So, point scored for the receiving team.
Tenemos acá en la cancha el departamento de mantenimiento del complejo. Ha hecho un gran trabajo en mantener las canchas seguras, limpias, estando acá disponibles todo el evento, toda la semana.
Want to thank the local organizing committee, led by Dr. Ware, IRF led by Osvaldo Maggi, our leaders back home, Keith Calkins, Luke St. Ange. Thank you to our main sponsors, ProKennex, Gearbox, and Splathead. Trujillo, uncanny.
Smooth. Not only is he an exceptional doubles player, but he's an outstanding singles player.
And now mixed doubles. Wide angle. Wide angle 2. Setup. Handcuffed his opponent with that backhand, went right of center into the side wall and handcuffed the young lady from Guatemala. Point scored for Team Mexico, 6-4, game 3. Very consistent Balderrama with that high Z lob. Little loose on that one.
Short serve. Second serve, Mexico.
That's called a screen or visual hinder. Bottom line, Keller called dead ball hinder, first serve. I'm impressed with Sierra's ability to put pace on that return of serve. That was a great serve, but he neutralized it with his cross-court backhand.
Right side down the line, Trujillo. Stuck to the wall.
Angle, pace. Great equation, putting it together.
Pelota corta, segundo servicio. That was a photon.
No appeals until the quarterfinals, at which time we'll use the VAR system. video assist review. Great serve. That's a jam in the middle. And his partner puts it into the floor, unfortunately.
You could hear that skip distinctly.
3 points for match. Mexico serving. Right hand, Sierra. Nice, Balderrama. Animo. Wow.
Impressive.
So now it's 2 points for match, Gustavo.
Trujillo in the front court out of position. Valderrama went back, set herself up, and
That's
flat.
That's the communication we
out.
talked about. One point for match. 17, tercer set. La capital, Guatemala. Tried to hit a 41-foot rollout.
Still possible match point here.
And it is.
That's it.
Near side crack, ace, uncontested return. Congratulations, Team Mexico, mixed doubles 21 and under. 3-0, and they'll earn one of the top spots on Tuesday probably.
Oh, for sure. Mexico, the much stronger team here, Gary, today. I just, as individual players, as mixed team players, they demonstrated why they're, in my opinion, they're probably going to be seeded 1 going into the World Cup play.
So I was camera shy for most of the day. Gustavo, why don't you capsulize what transpired today, and let's project tomorrow.
Well, I would like to say what we saw today did not appear to be just regular play in the sense of qualifying. We saw some intense 5-set matches. One of the best ones today was Team Korea against Mexico, winning.
Korea won.
Korea won 3 sets.
So I'm going to ask a
2.
question because I have not reviewed their roster. The Koreans' last name Lee?
No, the
Okay,
Koreans.
that's great because the Lee family has dominated Korean play in the last few years.
No, the Korean team, Tyen Woo.
Woo.
And
Okay.
I'll tell you what, that kid's 14 years old.
Dai Woo.
He stands about 6'2", and he's going to need probably another arm as hard as he's been swinging in the first 2 days of play.
Should we give him a Hispanic middle name?
Which would be
Jaime?
Jaime Woo. Gary.
Cross culture.
Anyway, very good to have you back, Gary.
It's good to be back, Gustavo.
And with that, I'm going to say have a nice Sunday evening. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning, 9:45. Gustavo Farel, Gary Mazeroff, Jose Cruz.
Señor Cruz, gracias, amigo. A usted.
Hasta mañana.